connected to the music, local news, weather, and traffic that you need each day. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and their life is better than yours. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Stevens Creek Subaru will buy your current ride now. Go to StevensCreekSubaru.com for more information.
It's Marcus from the Marcus and Sandy Morning Show, and you already know you can listen to Star 1013 anywhere you want on the free iHeartRadio app. But did you know you can now create unlimited free playlists too? Make a playlist for any occasion, whether you need a soundtrack to take on spring cleaning or an epic prom playlist. We make it super easy. All you got to do is start by searching for a song or simply add a song you hear streaming on your favorite station, and we'll help with the other songs to complete your playlist. Only on the free iHeart app.
Having a new commander to turn the invasion around. He's a veteran of the Russian offensive in Syria, where his tendency to target civilian facilities like hospitals earned him the nickname the Butcher of Syria.
The situation in Ukraine is very worrying.
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi met virtually today with President Biden, both of them condemning the killing of innocent Ukrainians.
Pharmacy chain CVS has reached a settlement with federal prosecutors to make sure that people with disabilities can access its vaccination website. The company's scheduling portal had been tough for some people to navigate. CVS says it's fixing the problem and committed to supporting critical health care for everyone. Portland, Oregon is now getting record snowfall in April. Trees down, cars sliding, crews working double time to clean up this springtime storm in Portland. KOIN reporter Emma Jerome says it made for a messy commute and shut down schools. That 4-foot bronze Fearless Girl statue across from the New York Stock Exchange will stay there at least for the next year. City officials are now working to find a more permanent location for her. This is CBS News.
Get CBS News Radio on the Odyssey app. All the audio that matters to you is on Odyssey. News, music, sports, and podcasts. Download the Odyssey app today.
It's 11:03 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. We're expecting cool weather tomorrow, sunny, but temperatures only in the 50s and low 60s. I'm John Evans. Good evening. Here is what is happening on this Monday night. About $50 million is being paid in settlements from PG&E to 6 different California counties related to the Kincade and Dixie fires. KCBS's Margie Schaefer reports the PG&E will avoid criminal prosecution.
The Kincade fire charged 77,000 acres and destroyed hundreds of homes in 2019. Sonoma County District Attorney Jill Ravitch.
We have all been victimized by these wildfires over the years, and we're cognizant of that when we reach this type of a settlement.
The settlement calls for PG&E to pay more than $20 million to nonprofits that provide services to Sonoma County residents. And there will be safety oversight of PG&E.
Involves a 5-year period of court oversight. That's really important. It's like civil probation, essentially.
Sonoma County shared its expertise with the 5 counties impacted by last year's Dixie fire. Both the Kincade and Dixie fires were started by PG&E equipment. PG&E will avoid criminal prosecution.
The tools that we have as prosecutors to deal with corporations are very few. I couldn't put the board of PG&E in jail.
The judgment stipulates payments will not be charged to PG&E customers or recovered in rate increases. In Santa Rosa, Margie Schaefer, KCBS.
KCBS's David Welch reports some officials believe the restitution is not enough.
Supervisor David Ravitch says that settlement or no settlement, there's still a lot the utility needs to do for his county.
PG&E needs to invest hundreds of millions of dollars, and we'd all be better off if they did. Upgrading their infrastructure, undergrounding power lines, understanding, in this case, the Kincade fire, understanding which lines are active and which lines aren't.
He's not very hopeful, though.
At this point in time, after 17 and all the fires that PG&E's had, this seems to be a cost of doing business. What is the smallest amount that we can pay to get by? Who do we need to give it to make them go away? And how can we move on?
How does he feel about the settlement?
It's frustrating.
That's because Ravitch hoped settlement dollars would go directly to the victims.
The ranch I know that was horribly devastated by the Kincaid fire, the LaFranchi Ranch, where they lost 8 barns, a number of homes, 20 head of cattle, and they still haven't received a dime from PG&E.
Rabbit says he doesn't expect that to happen soon. David Welch, KCBS.
Sonoma County Sheriff's deputies found a 2-year-old girl today, hours after she was allegedly kidnapped by her mother. 20-year-old Shelby Privet is suspected of taking the girl from the home of her grandmother, who has legal custody. We're expecting to learn more about this case tomorrow. Ghost guns are the subject of new regulations from the Biden White House. KCBS's Keith Menconi reports.
Until now, ghost guns, which can be assembled at home from kits purchased online, have been just about impossible to trace, as they require no background checks to purchase and don't have serial numbers. But new measures from the Biden administration aim to change that by placing the same restrictions on gun kits as on normal firearms.
This will be an important measure to reduce easy access to ghost guns.
UCLA law professor and gun policy expert Adam Winkler, including here in California, he says, where strict gun control measures have pushed many criminals to turn to ghost guns. Now, following this federal action, Winkler expects other policymakers to follow suit.
We're going to see more efforts by both local governments and state governments in restricting access to these component parts.
Meantime, gun rights advocates are blasting the measure as ineffective, arguing it will be easily circumvented by criminals. Keith Menconi, KCBS.
A 62-year-old woman is missing after going on a hike on Mount Tam in Marin County yesterday. Jennifer Aronson is white, 5'7", 120 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes. Officials say that she was on a trail somewhere between Mill Valley and Larkspur. She may have been driving a Toyota Sienna van to the hiking spot, van with California license plates. Coming up on KCBS.
I'm Jennifer Hodges. It's been given the all clear, but there are still some concerns over air quality after a Home Depot store burns to the ground in the Silicon Valley.
KCBS News Time, 11:08. Let's get caught up on traffic and weather together. Traffic first, and here's Carolyn Burns.
And in the Santa Fe area now, northbound 101 just before Dela Cruz Boulevard, a car crashed into something like a dolly or something similar. It was in the third lane from the left. That car looks like it's off onto the right-hand shoulder, but you know what? It is creating a bit of a backup there. You'll find that traffic is slow from the junction of Highway 87. We do want to remind folks that in Orinda right now, northbound, at the Caldecott Tunnel, westbound 24, that right bore is closed for maintenance work there until 4:30 a.m. There are also some high wind advisories in effect for the Bay Bridge, the Dumbarton Bridge, San Mateo Bridge, Golden Gate Bridge, Antioch Bridge, Richmond San Rafael Bridge, and of course on Highway 205 and 580 through that Tracy area. Other than that, if you are trying to come into the city across the Bay Bridge right now, well, absolutely no problems to report. It's smooth westbound direction all the way into the city. Your next traffic update is at 11:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Your Bay Area forecast with hazy skies overnight, patchy fog at the coast, lows from the mid-30s to the mid-40s. And then tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and cool with highs only mid-50s to low 60s. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
General Alexander Dvornikov is known for his military actions in
As a
Syria.
B Corporation, Fetzer Wines has the responsibility to do better. So Fetzer Wine will plant a tree for every bottle sold. That's right, 1 bottle, 1 tree. Cheers to tomorrow. You'll find Fetzer at Safeway, Rite Aid, Rayleigh's, or Save Mart. Please drink responsibly. Fetzer Vineyards, Hopland, Mendocino County, California.
Very few things are impossible.
What do you mean?
Most of the things that people think are impossible aren't.
I know something that's impossible.
Okay, tell it.
Having a big event and not creating a pile of junk.
Okay, but it's easily fixable.
Oh, I get it. All I have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Junk from a party.
A celebration.
A family reunion.
Or a holiday.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can make it disappear.
Junk from a wedding reception.
A construction project.
Or from moving in.
Or moving out.
Of a new place.
We make junk disappear.